Hello everyone and welcome to that one playthrough of the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, I guess. I don't know if that's necessarily relevant, but I am thoroughly excited for this, as I am a person who themselves kinda, sorta, not really a cubicle, but I sorta work in a cubicle in an office, at a desk, so hopefully this will not be too jarring. I'm already a fan, though, of the fact that the screen is a screen on a screen, in a screen, in a screen, indefinitely on my screen. It's kind of, well, it's already jarring. I guess I already said it. The end is never the... What? What are we
This
already...
is the story of a man named Stanley.
Okay.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Oh.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order.
This is like the show Severance.
This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
I'm already getting the feeling that Stanley knows he's in a computer program.
Happened. Something that would
Or he doesn't
forever
know.
change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh, I'm Stanley? I'm Stanley, I guess. That's fine. I don't... Ooh. Kind of skate around a little bit. Okay, can I touch things? Oh, I can crouch. Okay. Alright. Let me just get my bearings here at first. We got coffee mug. I hate Mondays. Okay, Garfield. Gotcha. Alright, so the narrator voice said he steps out of his room. Okay. Can I go into other rooms or anything? When I press A, it makes like a typing sound. Can I type on my computer? Nope, can't do anything. Okay. Well, in that case...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. Where's the meeting room? Is this the meeting room? Is this the meeting room this way? How do I know where the meeting room is? Looks like the copy room. The big room to just be doing copies in. 422, 418. Everyone hates Mondays. Everything's the same. What? How do I know... How do I know where the meeting room is?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. Alright. Game. You want me to go to the left. Game wants me to go to the left. Game tells me to go to the left. Kyle does not want to go to the left. Kyle wants to go to the right. But Kyle also feels like the game wants him to follow the directions because the game's going to do something if he goes to the... I'm overthinking this, especially having finished Superliminal.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Okay. Where's the employee lounge? I would like to admire the employee lounge. Is this the employee lounge? Is this just gonna loop me back around?
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Drinking it all in. Can I jump at all? I cannot jump. Okay, so...
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room.
Shush
A
you!
room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
There's no... Oh, there's... Okay, I guess there's a couple of paintings. Okay, fine, I'll leave. Jeez.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
What? Okay, but... You tell me to go down the first open door, but then you give me other open doors. I'm going straight. I'm just gonna completely ignore this guy. This is a blueprint room, like a...
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Story of my life. Come at me, bro. Ooh, I'm in a dockyard. Look, I'm the type of RPG player that... Whoa, that's a long fall. Can I die if I fall? Do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. Will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift, $1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift, $5,000. This game is built around teasing and taunting me into doing things that I shouldn't be doing.
I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Yeah.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
Who's that?
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Who?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Who? Who's been waiting? Do I have to go into the spooky dark room?
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
I don't like this already. Who's on the phone? Who's on the phone? 427.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven.
Okay.
All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Oh, gosh.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
Well, I was hopeful.
They want to commit their life to you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Oh, gosh.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Uh-oh. Good morning, employee 427. Press A on your control. Okay.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Well, that kind of hurts. Press. Okay.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do.
Gosh dang it.
Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him.
How do I
that
fit in
he's
this
chosen
apartment?
his life.
I don't want to press the button. Can I press something else? I don't like you.
But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown. fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Where is the TV? Where's the TV? I don't see a TV. Oh, there it is.
And so he began to fantasize about his
What?
own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth.
Yeah.
The thought excited him terribly.
Did it? Press Y to spend time with the boys.
So he went further. He imagined that he came
time
to
with the
two
boys?
open doors and that he could go through either.
Yeah.
At last, choice.
Yeah.
It barely even mattered what lay behind each door.
Correct.
The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. Press A to prepare dinner. Okay.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible
He's putting me
paths
back
and
in my office, isn't he?
Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby.
Huh?
And he called it the Stanley Parable.
What? Press X to tell your kids a story. Do I have kids? Hello?
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely
Okay.
there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
What? Press to tell your wife you love her. I love you!
But there is no answer.
Oh.
How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Okay. Press X to go to sleep? Can I go to bed?
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself.
Oh?
But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Okay. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it, game. You don't know who you're up against. You don't know who you're up against. I am Guile. And you cannot stop me? I'm kind of having an existential crisis now. Been sitting here for several minutes. And I think the game is trying to teach me the lesson that I have to follow directions. And as much as I am the type of person that likes to do the opposite of what the tutorial tells me to do, I think I'm being outsmarted by a video game. I think I'm starting to understand also why the game wanted me to put in the actual time. So now you guys can all see how much time I've spent just quite literally staring at this. Okay, game, you win. You win. I'll press the button.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Press A to question nothing. Okay, fine.
I suppose
I
can't,
surrender.
not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley.
Huh?
We're not so different, I suppose.
Oh.
I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again. And
Please
Stanley
die?
pushed
What?
a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button.
What?
And I tried.
What happened to me? What? 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 Okay, game. You win. You win. You
All
win.
his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. 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 Yep. Okay. Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door,
The door
on
on
his
the left. Okay, I'll go. I'll do it. I did the thing. Okay? I did the thing. Please don't hurt me.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Uh-huh.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Termination Tuesdays, Marketing Mondays, Group 41, X42, X43X, Group 44X. What is it? What? Planning? IT department, a weekly review, mergers. These are just business buzzwords, aren't they? Get Chris out of the broom closet. What? Not cost efficient. What's not cost efficient? Standardized graphs. 40xy push for funding for R&D of new coffee machine. Agreed. Tomorrow, complete today's unfinished agenda items. Write next day's agenda. Reflect. Listen, I don't know if anyone's ever worked in an office, but that right there defines like every freaking week in an office. I will tell you that much. What do we got going on here? I got some blueprints on some the new spreadsheets of the press reports from the financials of the P&Ls that we got to do. Hey, Susan, did you get that reimbursement report turned in? What do we got going on here? What are your dreams for the future? Spring break, clear skin, metamorphosis, football, plant life trends, and pollution hope. More money, things, money, more money, things, but with money to buy more things. Graphs? Graphs about things and money? We have our new product, graphs about things and money. What is hot? Target demographic, teenagers. Profits. Bi-quarterly, post-review. Oh my gosh, this is well detailed. I like all this shenanigans. I mean, it hits a little too close to home, but it's fun nonetheless.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Did I? It's kind of red down there and creepy. I'm gonna go up. I don't want to be trapped in my horrible closet space of an apartment again with my wife that doesn't exist. Whoa, nice office. Okay. Secretary is not here. Susan must be out for the day. I'm not sure what to make of that. This is one
Staring
heck of
into
a
his
room.
manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so
Yeah.
the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number.
Oh?
2845.
Oh, okay.
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
8, 4, 5.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
Aha!
Amazing.
Amazing
he stepped into the
indeed.
newly opened passageway.
Alright, let's take a look what we got here. Okay, oh, this feels very portally and superliminally and all the lees. Okay, well, narrator voice, do I have to go in here? What is this? Oh, it's an elevator. Oh. Was I supposed to push that one? I don't like not following directions anymore. I just want to follow... Loading. I just want to follow directions, but I'm also
Descending
afraid...
deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar.
I do?
It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him?
It did occur to me. I took the wrong
Would
doorways.
not go unanswered for long.
Well, this is not appealing. This is... Whoa, gee. Okay. This is normal. This is...
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay. Escape. I'm gonna be honest, I'm really tempted. Okay, fine, I know, you told me to follow the directions. I don't like it anymore, but I'm gonna do it. Okay. No further instructions.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Ooh.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
Yeah,
did he
kinda.
have the strength to find out?
It doesn't look like I've got much of a choice in the matter. Ooh, there's several platforms, okay. Got a couple of desks and some more people that hate Mondays. Okay, ooh, what's this? Security camera?
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's
Holy moly.
co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Well, this is very dystopian. Whoa. Okay, fine. Take me away to the next magical place. Men's bathroom sign.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
Mind
Had
control?
Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
I mean, at this point, the fact that I tried to make decisions for myself and then you, like, rejected that and made me go back
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it.
Okay,
His
I can't
own
accept it.
life in someone else's control?
Never.
It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he
at
truly
this point.
spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content.
Mind control status offline.
Eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Okay. I can do that. Well, that's weird. Okay. I can dismantle the controls. I can be the hero. 5. Ability. Oh, I gotta go in here? Mind control, idle. Awaiting input. Okay. Okay. System
And when
power.
at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Okay. Did I turn off my own brain? What did I do?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
Yes.
Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had
Right.
defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone?
Indeed.
How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Okay. Why do I feel like this is a screen?
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him.
Beautiful.
This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen.
Wait,
And
that doesn't sound
Stanley
good.
was happy.
That actually doesn't sound good. If they were meant to happen that way, that means somebody else probably controlled them, huh? Beat the game. Get your first achievement. What? Well, those were strange achievements. What? What? I, for one...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. No, I don't like this.
When Stanley came to a set of two
Yeah, I'm
open
going
doors,
left, I know,
he
I know.
entered the door on his left.
Yep. We're going back into the into the boardroom.
Yet there was
Yep,
not a
meeting room.
single
Yep.
person here either.
Wait.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay. I have questions. I have questions. What? Business strategy. Kill pandas. Why am I going this way? Hold on. I do have questions, but I mostly just wanted to
Stepping into
see...
his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned
Can I open this
to
back up?
discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud.
Well, now I want to go back to that
He
elevator.
began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. but his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk.
Yes.
What could its purpose be?
I already know what
In
its
fact,
purpose is.
This keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet.
This is not the
And so
same
the boss had
dialogue.
assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Stanley could not possibly have known that.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Oh, 28. Alright, I'll just reset it to... Yep.
2845.
I heard you, okay? I heard you. Just chillax, guy.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Yep. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that
No,
read
I'm going to the
Mind
escape
Control
tunnel.
Facility.
This is what my head's been at the whole
This
time.
passageway had the word escape written on it. The truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
I've already had violent deaths.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Nope. I'm doing it.
At this
Committing.
point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
I will willingly confront my death. The end is never.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Look, this isn't exactly what I expected, but...
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Whoa! What? Have we escaped the Stanley Parable? What?
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
What?
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same.
Yeah.
Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
What? Credits? Oh my gosh, it's the level, isn't it? The office. And then I go this way and I cut through there and I turn left, and then if I go left or right. Filing cabinets? They're all game assets. Nature paintings? Stanley's computer? Button sounds. Fascinating. Office computers. Oh, is there? Oh, that is some old school looking solitaire right there. That was some Windows 95 stuff. What's this way? 431, 436. Giant elevator, maintenance room. An early version of the maintenance room. Is this the game devs taunting me right now? All these names, you guys are all taunting me, aren't you? This is me trying to figure out what else is in the game. Boss office screens from development of the boss, and they're kind of like, yeah, you can explore this. This is literally a museum of office clock. Is that the actual time? Not really the actual time, is it? 11:20? It's not 11:20. Huh.
Now look closely, Stanley. See how it's impossible for the player to do anything in this room? Perfect example of poor level design, textbook mistake. It's the kind of thing you'd pick up on intuitively if you had even the most fundamental understanding.
I've been writing the voice of the narrator, recorded dialogue for the entire game roughly 3 separate times over the 2 years of development. These are clips from early takes that were not used.
I'm just going to make this easy on you.
I am so confused right now. Underground, an early version of the ground portion. Mind control facility, escape. Yes. What? But I'm not sure if my brain should be hurting this much. Freedom ending. This was the very first incarnation of the freedom ending in the game's alpha. Freedom ending. Countdown desk. One of the desks from an early version of the countdown ending. Countdown ending? What? Freedom ending? This is a freedom ending as it existed in beta. Monitor room elevator. Countdown room. An early version of the countdown room. I'm not sure what's going on. The game is now paused. Begin the game again. Resume the game. Options. Return to menu. What? Zending levers. Zending? Early version of the ending known as Zending, which was eventually cut and merged with another part of it. What? What? Ooh. Trailers. We ran 4 major teaser trailers over the course of the game's development, each meant to convey something about the spirit of the game. This is the first one, released in May 2012. It features a series of broken rooms and the voice of the narrator informing viewers that he is repairing a version of the Stanley Parable. Okay. What kind of dystopian hellscape am I in? Meeting room. I can't be done with the game, can I? Maintenance layout? One option, number one option, 2 options. Vent? Disobey. Obey. Staircase. Disobey lounge. Vent maintenance? To confusion ending? To other entry. What? Is this trying to tell me something? Is this trying to tell me something? The apartment timer. Oh, the cargo lift. The cargo lift is always intended to offer the choice of staying on or jumping to a different path. However, After this early version, we decided we also wanted the option of the player falling to their death. Am I learning too much right now? The cargo lift. The second version is functionally the same as what's in the final game, but we wanted to look more like a place where cargo is actually stored. I feel like I'm learning too much. The lounge. The office. Ooh, what's this? Cash money? Huh. I already saw that. What's over here? War zone. The heck? What's this? From Wong Yang, urgent response needed. Please, I would like to keep this proposal as a top secret and delete it if you are not interested, and get back to me if you are. Ben Steiger goes, dear strong bad, how do you type with boxing gloves on? Ben. Oh? Montgomery Jones, the lights. What do the lights in the control room do? I really want to know. What is this? Partner, I am Anthony Lewis, business broker. Please partner with me in a very rewarding business venture. Details will be sent to you if you are interested. Man, these really do feel like crummy business emails. I have a question for you, sir. It is, what is your message for today? Sincerely, Harris. Narrator emails? After the second trailer, we sent out and asked people to email the narrator for questions. While he had initially planned to use these further promotional materials, we never found the perfect use for them. Here are a selection of those emails. Well, that's just odd. Already went in there. Okay. These are just office rooms. Stanley's office. Yeah, 427. Oh, different versions of Stanley's office. Intriguing, intriguing. Game design mock-up. Right? Well, is this...
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another.
Is she talking about me and the narrator?
How they both wish to be free.
Yeah. The Stanley Parable. On, off.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No,
sure.
Perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail.
What?
Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it.
I'm not gonna quit the game.
Don't let...
She just told me to not let somebody else choose it for me. So I wasn't gonna let her choose it for me. If I quit the game, then I just exit the game. The end is never. Am I starting to understand that? End is never.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah, perhaps I did miss a memo. Perhaps I should go to the meeting room. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. I might
Coming
find
to a staircase,
an answer.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
In my boss... To my boss's office. Executive bathroom. To be rich, is it a crime? To commit crimes, isn't it rich? What a life it would be to have to pick just one. Less disturbing. Extreme bathrooms. Time. Fine. I don't have a reflection. I'm going back in here. Because I want to know why the panda has a gun to its head, and also there's an elevator. What if I go up? In theory, I already went upstairs to the boss's office. And, what happens if I just keep going up? How long am I going up for? What? Okay, go down then. You gonna take me out just on the same floor? What if I press the down button now? Nothing, Kyle. Nothing happens. Okay, fine. Fine. Fine.
The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a living soul anywhere. Could he really be all alone?
Maybe.
This was too much for Stanley to take. Too much for any man to take.
Yeah.
He fell to his knees, bursting into half moans, half sobs, the guttural retching of life from a man denied any hope, any reason to keep going. Here on the floor, he lay prone, paralyzed by
This
fear
is definitely
from
different
lustful
dialogue.
hunger. But when at last he began to move about and survey the situation, he found a keypad behind the boss's desk.
Yeah.
What could it mean? Was it a sign of hope for Stanley's future? Alas, it was not. For although this keypad guarded the terrible secret of Stanley's past, it had been assigned a 4-digit code so devious and so random that no man could ever hope to guess it.
2485?
2845.
Of course, it's 2845.
Statistically, nearly impossible to guess blindly, ever. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code
Okay,
by sheer luck.
his dialogue is getting different.
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Yes. Newly opened passage. What's over here? What's going on, narrator, huh? I feel like you're playing a game. What happens if I press... Alright, just press down. Fair enough, fair enough. I'll play your game this time around. Play your game. I'll play your game.
Stanley walked straight
play your
ahead through the
game.
large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Yes, yes I did. Why is the dialogue getting different?
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Do I have the strength to find out? Do I have the strength to find out? Do I have it?
Now
Turn
the
on the
monitors
cameras.
jumped to life, their
Well, it
true
says
nature
fired.
revealed.
Fired.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Wait, where is... What am I, 427? Or 427 right there. There's my office, okay. I had half a mind to think it was going to have a camera pointed at me right now in this room. That would have been extra creepy. Okay.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
Couldn't be true.
Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That
Probably.
his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it.
Never.
His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible?
Probably
Had
not.
he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
According to this.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Yeah, I might. But what happens? What? 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 Ooh, maybe I need power. Maybe I need power. Maybe I need power. Maybe I need power. Maybe I need power.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Not this time.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they
yeah.
kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Kinda.
Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that.
Okay.
I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. This is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are. A moment of solace before you're obliterated. All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to you. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp.
What?
I have to say this, though. This version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite...
5.
Go.
5.
I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go around will be even better.
5.
My goodness.
And it's green?
Only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
What?
Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley?
What?
Is it that you have no idea where you're
Press
going
any
or what
key
you're
to
supposed
send
be
power
doing
search.
right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in
Console
this
disabled.
room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room.
Oh,
These
okay.
numbered buttons. No, these colored ones. Or
Yeah.
maybe this big red button. Or this
Yeah.
door. Everything, anything, something here will save me.
That was the
Why
thought.
do you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
Not anymore.
Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death.
Oh.
You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble.
What?
This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up.
Oh, what? The game cannot be solved? The game cannot be solved. Wait a second, this is already different. But
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
that was... You just... It didn't go through... The office was... Okay.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
You're
and
damn right it
Stanley
was.
knew it perfectly well.
You're damn right it
Perhaps
was.
he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first.
Yep, we're going
just
to the
to
employee
admire
lounge.
it.
Just gonna admire it.
Wow. Yes.
Yep,
This
just-
room.
that was great
But eager
admiring
to
we
get
just
back
did.
to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Stanley was so bad at following
Nope.
directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5
Nope.
years ago.
Nope. 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 Nope.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to
Yeah.
do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good
Yep.
job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful. The meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever again. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
No.
this was not the correct way to the meeting room,
Correct.
and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Yep.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first,
Yep.
just to admire it.
Got it. There it
The
is.
lounge was sublime, a work of art.
Amazing.
But eager to get back to business,
Yep.
Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Yeah. Nope. Nope.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Yeah. What are you gonna do about it? There's a
Stanley,
door
I
there.
think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Yeah, we've been
I'm
through
not
this
your
before,
enemy,
friend.
really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in
Yeah.
someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Sure,
Someone
I
you've
believe
been
you.
neglecting, Stanley.
I saw this in the back
Someone
room
you
thing.
forgot. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
Right now,
Are you
yes.
that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? What?
Yep.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show
I don't
you
think so.
something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
I'm not going to do what you tell me to do.
Perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Screw you!
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
There's a blue door right here. Going this way.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well,
I
don't
sure
let me
do.
stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place.
Oh.
Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this
Oh, yeah,
what
look
you
at that.
wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
Okay.
There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before.
It's not developed either.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing
Oh my
you
God,
more
I'm
choices?
crying.
Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
It's a 5.
Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul.
Yeah.
You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try.
Can I go through this door?
Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
The Stanley Parable Worldwide Leaderboard. Good old Neil. Seconds, 4 seconds, 5 seconds. In total, wait, I was reading that. Did you know that 21.3% of us skipped the intro sequence? Only the worst 3% of players chose the blue door. What did I say? How long will it take you to get to the correct door? Complete against others to improve yourself. Stanley 427 is online. Oh. That's not how long I've been playing. I've been here for 7 hours. .9% of players are more attractive than... What can I go back in here?
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
What? No, I felt like you were insulting me. I'm going to give you a 2.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting.
Okay.
You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
What?
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You
Okay.
click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life.
Okay,
I
baby,
think
don't
the
go on
art
fire.
world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Oh my gosh. The noise. No, don't go into the fire, baby. Don't like it anymore. I don't... I'm sorry, baby. I can't take it. It's so bad. I'm not gonna look. I'm not gonna look at the baby. I'm not...
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
Neither.
If it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely
It was
out
a
of
horrible
ideas.
sound.
I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Uh-oh.
Aha! What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
You've gotta be freaking kidding me. Oh my god. You've
Oh no. No, it can't be.
Is this for
It
real?
is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
Oh my god.
Thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing. That big,
Oh my
open,
god.
just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it.
Oh
We're
my
out of the woods
gosh.
now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game.
Okay.
Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
Are these developed by the same publisher
I
or something?
think this will be just the thing.
What are you? What?
Wonderful. See,
You
this
playing
is
Rocket
exactly
League?
what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
Oh, nothing will top you dropping me into Firewatch.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley,
Sports ball?
I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun.
Okay,
We shall
okay.
run the bases and do a touchdown together.
Dear Lord.
Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Ah, cool. Go. Go!
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this
I am
fun?
winning.
Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on? Stanley, I have a thought. And I realize I'm not a
I'm actually having fun.
But if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure,
Bloop.
then surely
And
multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric sports experience.
Multi-ball?
Try it out. Here comes
It's
a
like
little
Blurn's
ball.
ball.
Yes. Oh, goodness, that really does feel amazing, doesn't it? Stanley, I'm like a child in a confectionery shop. I simply have to have more. I'm insatiable. More balls!
More balls! Oh, look at all the balls! More balls! More balls! More balls! Bloop. Score more goals! Score more goals! Yeah. Boom.
Are you enjoying this, Stanley?
I am very much, actually.
Fun. Is this a real video game? Well, I sure hope you're having a good time, because guess what? It's over.
What?
That's right. Your little fun comes to an end. This is my game, and what I say goes. You get to have fun when I let you, Stanley. Besides,
Excuse me?
you need someone like me to set boundaries for you. Without
Excuse me?
rules or boundaries, video games are nothing. Yes, that's what I am. I am structure. I'm your sense of purpose. And since you decided you didn't want to play my game, now I don't want to play with you either. So, goodbye, Stanley. I'm leaving. See how you like it when I'm not around to set the rules.
Okay.
Somehow, I don't think you'll enjoy it as much. But who knows? You're an inventive kid. You'll come up with something. After all, you're the one who knows best. Take care, Stanley.
Bye. Oh, he was serious, wasn't he? Wait, what? What? Hello? 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 What? Hello? Huh. What happens if I go in the goal or something? Can I fall in it? It was... Okay. Maybe it was a little more fun when I played with you.
Hold on. What are you doing?
Ah, haha.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Okay. In progress. Ooh. Ooh. Huh. Okay. Huh. Okay. Does that go to the same place? Okay. Huh. 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 Huh? Ah. 423. Wait a second. Whoa, what is going on there? Hold on, 425. Yes. 427. Oh? But what? Wait a second. Ah!
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice.
Sorta.
And if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it.
Not really.
He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone
Kinda.
who will wrap everything up at the end to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Okay. Wait, am I... But... Okay. Okay, Mr. Narrator. Okay. Okay. Good. 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 What? New content? This is a DLC just dropped?
Oh, new content? What does that mean? New content.
What? I wanna go. Wait. I wanna go that way. I don't want to go this way. I want to go the other way. What? Uh-oh. The last time I was on one of these, I got smushed. I don't... Ooh. What? Is it? There's doors...
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
Yeah?
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
Oh. Wow.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
This is basically like the
sounds
DLC.
Delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Me
Okay,
too.
so far
Let's
it's an
have some
epic.
fun.
Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Are you playing with me?
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley. All right. All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
Oh, okay. I can do this. That's easy. I'm a jumping. Wait a second. I'm doing what I'm told again. Am I supposed to be doing what I'm told again? I don't like doing what I'm told.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
Just for good measure, just... Oh. Oh, I can't jump anymore. Oh, what is this, sad? I got no jumpy button. What? Was that it? People were complaining they couldn't jump?
Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive.
No?
It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content?
I mean, technically
If this
it's
is new
different.
content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yeah.
I like the fact that he
I
doesn't
knew
know
there
what's
had
coming.
to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Okay. Plant. Plant. Thank you for enjoying
That's
the new...
it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley.
I don't think anybody told them what happened to Twitter.
Anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always.
Like
What
always.
do you say, friend?
Oh, he's breaking. This is different. Where are you taking me? Why is it different? Why is it different? ¿Por qué está el diferente?
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I
Okay.
want to show you something.
Okay. I'm coming. I'm listening. I'm here. I'm here. What is it? What? Coffee nut. Okay. Whoop. Oh. Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going?
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got
do,
me
yeah,
thinking
yeah,
about
yeah,
the
yeah,
past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be.
Yeah.
So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it.
What
Just
in
our
the
little
Dark
secret.
Souls is this?
Take a look.
It's so pretty.
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release?
The Stanley
Remember
Parable.
back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched? Back then,
Steam.
video games had integrity. Back then,
Oh,
it
sorry?
all meant something.
2013?
Oh, the waste.
2013. Audience Award. 2014 Independent Games Festival. Are these real? The Stanley Parable Collector's Edition. Stanley Parable. Wait, what does that actually say? The British Academy of Film and Television awarded to Stanley Parable. Does that say The Last of Us? Good times. Are these all the things we've done together this far? Yeah, they were good times, weren't they? They were good times. I still don't know what these dollar bills are about. Trip down memory lane. Smile because it happened. Ooh, there's more down here. Look at this. The demonstration. Oh, it must have been before release, you know. Go outside. Don't play for 5 years. Is that a real achievement? Do I have to keep this installed for 5 years? Unachievable. It is impossible to get. What? What? Nominee. British Academy Award. The Stanley Parable. Game Innovation. British Academy Games Awards. Nominee. British Academy. Stanley Parable. Debut game. Nominee. British Academy. Stanley Award. Story. Wow. Very cool. Very cool. Los Angeles Times. Stanley Parable deals tough choices. Some tells me that wasn't actually in the LA Times. What's going on there? I look like a dead guy with a lady with a broom? That's a little weird. What's over here? Why can't I go through the plants? Alright.
Je
Oh, is it?
suis dans la mémorisation.
What in the hell? What in the cult following is this?
And over here is where I keep reviews
Interaction
of the
award,
Stanley Parable.
big
Like
sushi
the
event.
stunning triumph
What?
of games
Design
journalism.
music
10 out of
good.
10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you
Wow.
hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was.
Fantastic.
It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all of them. And now, it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
These are just screen. Oh, yeah, that's where it all started, right there. Left or right? Well, what's down here? Memory zone maintenance. I'm not gonna forget you down there. Person of the year. Is that supposed to be me? Who dis? Oh, this must be some level designing shenanigans. Very fun. Very fun. Red and blue doors. Oh, it's such a cute memory of everything. Wow. Ooh, there was even a tie that came with the special edition. That's cool. Buttons. A timer. And the door shut on me again. Oh well. The end is never. The greatest wealth is memory. Well, how adorable. This
Here's
is
another
cute.
moving passage, this time from
Source.
GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of
can't do
choice in
anything.
games and
Don't
one
play
that offers
games
some of the
because
most enjoyable,
what they can
surprising,
do
and
inside of
rewarding
them, and
choices
your game is
I've
very
ever
good, at
been
least
confronted with in a game.
at letting
9
them
out
know
of
they
10.
can't do
Don't you
anything.
get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't
What?
need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
But the serious room. What? There's boxes in my way. How do I? There's boxes in my way. Can I go through this door? No. Hello? 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 Hello?
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I
this is
wouldn't give to
maintenance.
go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before.
Ah, I'm
What's
escaping.
this? What's down here? Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's
Steam
a collection of
reviews.
from Steam, the online video game distributor.
Ah,
I haven't looked at these in years.
yes.
I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Bring it on. Not recommended. 2.9 hours on
I could not be
record.
bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
This is the most self-conscious experience of all time. Oh. Oh. Oh my gosh. That one's all blurred out. It's a positive
Okay,
review
let's
though.
see what this one says.
Oh, there we go.
While the idea for the game is good, Grammar for someone who
Because you're
prefers
afraid of boring
non-linear
customers,
games
alternate
is
endings of
preachiness
game
gets
cameo
annoying
appearances, this
fast.
game is-
Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered. What's this one got to say?
9.8 hours on
You
record.
constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Okay. Skip button!
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second mind... Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games.
Yeah.
Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination. Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their Steam review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place. I guess I should become better educated on exactly how Steam works. Perhaps that would have been the smart thing to check on before I went about this whole exercise of making the skip button. Although I have to imagine that after seeing this exciting
He's gonna
new
keep
technology
going
at work,
again.
surely whoever it is runs Steam will instantly run out and implement a new feature to make it possible to edit one's review, merely because of this very situation.
Possibly.
Yes, I think that's quite likely. Or perhaps they'll simply grant this particular user the ability to change their review, so that the feature is not widely abused. Look, I would even be okay with Steam altering this particular review so that it reads as something more beneficial. Something along the lines of, this game is the best game. Let me start over. How about this? From the ashes of depravity rises the phoenix of quality.
Is that it?
Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again. I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and just... Wait, how do we get out of here? Where did the door go? Wasn't there a door that led into this room?
Yeah.
I do feel quite certain that there was one here before.
There was, you're right.
How else would we have gotten into the room in the first place?
Correct.
I don't think one can enter a room without a door of some sort, or a window, or something like that.
Quick, shut up, stop talking. We gotta hit the skip button.
Porthole. Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness.
The plant is
someone
dead.
to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. For 2 weeks? I've been sitting here all that time, just sitting here, not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing.
Oh my god.
Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking? But it isn't, Stanley.
Is there
It
a
isn't
door
the same
back
at
here
all.
yet?
It isn't even close. Because I know
No.
you can't hear me once you push that button.
Yep.
That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley. I'm realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening. I needed there to be a vessel through which my words were moving. It was the vessel I needed, Stanley. Not the outcomes, not the story. None of that matters anymore. I'll give it all up. I'll give up every branching path. I'll burn my story to the ground.
Okay.
One single thing I need, and God, I can see now that I need it more than anything, is to know that someone else is taking it in. These words that I'm saying, I need to know you can hear me. Because maybe, Stanley, maybe, if you can hear me, then maybe it means I'm real. Maybe I'm not just a fiction. Was I scared of that all along? Yes. Perhaps I've been scared this whole time. But if
It's
I
okay.
stop speaking, I'll slip backwards into the silence and be consumed by it.
It's okay.
I can't be taken by it, Stanley. I can't lose myself in the stretch of emptiness between you and me. When you press that button, you're still right there, but I know you're so tremendously far away. And
Yeah.
in those moments, the emptiness folds itself outward in between the two of us, and I am suspended in its unyielding quietness. I can feel the edges of my reality curdling inward and decaying.
Yep.
I can tell that I am becoming less and less real. Yet to speak to you now, I am alive. I am truly and completely here. I am a
Okay,
being.
that's enough.
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time. I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me
Nope.
describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret.
Oh
There is
my
only
gosh.
the turning wheel of missed
Are you just gonna keep
opportunities.
going
I felt
again?
Nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley.
You know what?
Days,
I hope it's 10 years
months.
this time.
I lost.
I broke it again, didn't I? Hello?
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't
Indeed.
enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said.
Is time
First, he didn't
cyclical?
entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability, it's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences for a lack of cohesion in one's assessment of others. But of course, absolutely anyone can leave a review. So here's what we get. We get these demands that seek everything and are accountable to nothing.
Didn't
We get
think
a
that
world
he
where
would be
someone will
back
say,
on here
oh,
just
there should
screaming
be a
at
skip
me."
button. You should.
Hello?
The end is never the end, 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 is never the end,
This is horrifying.
is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never.
Okay, I'm starting to get a little scared now. Starting to get a little scared now. Oh, the building's leaking now. Building's leaking. Building's leaking. Can we get out of here? Building's leaking. Oh, hello. That's not good. That's a serious code problem there. We're gonna have to. Okay, let's just. Hello? Hello? Is anybody there? Hello? Hello? Get me out! I don't have the jump button anymore. Narrator! Narrator! Oh, alright. Life finds a way. Look at that. Oh, that's beautiful. I'm still stuck. Maybe if I just keep passing time, eventually the building will be worn. Was there a second apocalypse of some kind? Did the plant life just... Hello? 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 That's some horrifying sounds. Horrifying sounds. Horrifying sounds. Horrifying sounds. No, please make it go away. Please make it go away. Please make it go away. Oh. Oh dear. What have I done? What have I done? Hello? 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 Narrator? Hello? The end is never the end is never the end is never the end is never the end.
How wonderful. Stanley was alone. Finally. This is great, he thought to himself. This is what I've wanted all along. I got what I wanted.
No. No. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. New content. All right, color me.
Oh, good. You notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Okay. Let's see. Like new content. That's good. And the winner is... New content. Okay, new content.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy.
Sure.
So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense.
We'll forget
I say
it.
we take it one step even further.
What?
Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
Whoa! Look at that! All right, for
Yes,
2.7.
Isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the
The end is never the end
technology will come
again.
with a fully fledged sequel, an entirely new experience built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
It's like the entrance to a tech bro startup. Investor showcase. All right. Can we get NFTs while we're here? Are those still cool?
Much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think?
Wow.
Ultra Deluxe. What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Yeah. All right. Now you're getting it. They're back. 2 doors. The Stanley Parable 2. Nice. I love it. Everything's black and red. Let's
Now, to be clear,
go.
I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but
Okay.
let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely
Design
organize
pitch
a
break,
handful
pitch-
of interesting concepts,
chat.
that surely the game will
Two
sort of
eyes, two ears,
naturally
two arms, two legs.
spring up around them. It'll all work itself
Who took the
out.
red marker?
Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Sequels are good. Portal 2, Half-Life 2, Batman Arkham Asylum 2, Divinity Original Sin 2, Doom 2, Aladdin 2, Return of Jafar. Two. This way to the show floor. All right, let's do it. It's like an E3 presentation. Look at this. Hey, how's it going? Nice to meet you. New content. New content. New content. Can I get on the bus? Can we get on the bus? Can I get on the bus? All right, let's go find some new content. New content. New content. It's all new content to Kyle. Whoa, look at this. Now we're talking. Look at this.
Go on, try out some of the new features.
The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. What? Does it
For the
actually?
Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually
Big,
recognized
small.
and validated as people. So
Yeah.
with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
The button that says the name of the player is really? I mean, I'm not that gullible.
Jim.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But
Oh.
of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here,
Oh.
let's have you role play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play
Fantastic.
along. I promise you'll love it.
Okay.
Here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
They
I
call
want
me
you to
Jimmy.
imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim,
Walking
falling
as
in
Jim.
love
Yeah.
and being heartbroken as Jim,
As
seizing
Jim.
all of the world's possibilities as Jim,
I
and
am
as Jim,
Jim.
watching your dreams crumble into dust.
I'm
Do you
Jimmy.
feel it deeply? Are
Jimmy,
you
Jim,
really,
Jim,
truly
Jimmy, Jim, Jim,
right
Jim,
now?
Jimmy, Jim, Jim, Jim.
If so, then please step forward and press the button.
Hi, I'm Jim.
Jim.
Whoa!
Yes! You see!
Whoa!
What a thrill! What a rush! That was
Yeah!
you! The button described you!
Yeah!
Do it again!
Okay.
Jim.
It hits even harder the second time. If
Yes!
this were the only new feature
Yes!
in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money.
Right.
Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
That was great. As a person named Jim, I genuinely enjoy that. Can I go through these doors? Jim would like to go through these doors. Hold on, one more time. I'm just gonna.
Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much Jim.
I don't know.
I'm putting the Jim button away.
Nope,
Otherwise,
nope.
soon
No,
you'll
no, no, no,
start
no,
to
give me the
lose
Jim.
all sense of who you actually are.
Jim.
I wanted to be Jim still. Why don't you let me be Jim? I wanted to be Jim. Let me be Jim. Stupid narrator. What do you know? What do you know, stupid
I suppose
narrator?
I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
Oh, that's kind of true, yeah. Why is this door open over here? What's this? Epilogue.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes,
Oh.
it would go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, okay, I'm on a catwalk. We're gonna go. Can I go up higher? We're pretty new plus easy itchy. That's new. Settings world champion infinite hole free achievement. Let's go do the free achievement first. The jump circle's back. Woo!
You know what? Let's bring
Oh.
the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well.
I don't have any more
Oh,
jumps.
wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle. Oh well.
What?
I suppose it can
What?
just be a nice decorative piece then.
Oh, yeah, but I wanted to do the exit collectibles. Well, who this? Stanley Parable 2, sure. Get it here, the easy achievement. Free achievement. Get yours right now. Pull the lever, receive your new achievement. No more steps. It just works. Thanks, Todd. Ooh, this
Now,
is...
here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well,
Yeah.
I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes.
Okay.
You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
The achievement.
Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard,
Oh.
Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world
Oh.
who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Okay. Okay. What's this way? Nada. Okay. What's in here? Some boxes? Some things? Some fragile? Okay. 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 Well, I was a little disappointed. No,
What
disappointed.
else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
What's this one? What we got here? You find them, can you find them? Oh my gosh. Collect them all. Are these more achievement? Ooh.
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Oh. This is horrifying. I do not like this at all. Oh God. Oh jeez, the mannequins is horrible. Oh! 1 of 6. What? Are you mocking me for wanting to get
It
collectibles?
is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Yep. Okay. Expo Hall 2 guide. Jump circle. This map. Oh yeah, this map. Okay, got it. Free achievement. The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. Merch. Settings. World Champion. The Stanley Parable. Reassurance bucket, you say. Office decorations. Epilogue. Collectibles. Infinite hole. We're already done the epilogue. Let's do the infinite hole. Seeing as you won't let me go in the jump circle anymore, you jerks. What's that door? No screen. No screenshots.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration,
I'm gonna
like
take
balloons.
a screenshot.
But I'm undecided on
took a
Get Well
screenshot.
Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Take another screenshot. There we go. And just go like this, and we'll take another screenshot. There we go, and we'll go like this, and we'll just take another screenshot. Yeah. Now what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Hello? Okay. Oh, what's this? The Stanley Parable 2. Wait. Screenshot. Oh, wait. Get well someday. Happy 12th birthday, step-niece. Step-niece?
You know,
is one?
sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along.
What?
Happy 12th birthday, step-niece it is.
That's not the button I pushed. You jerk. Is the other door open now too?
Or actually,
It is, okay.
maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
We are moving on. I'm going to the infinity hole or infinite hole or whatever hole we're talking about. Time, depth. Time like infinity, hole like infinity, space like infinity, distant past, distant space, time, deeper time. What in the what? Huh? Opening, rim, surrounding area, infinite depth.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's
Infinite
right.
hole chart.
Infinite falling. You can fall until the
Depth,
end of
space,
time,
science,
if you like.
more.
A stunning leap
Educational
forward
use
for
only.
video games as a
Falling,
medium.
infinity, more hole. Oh, yeah, look at that. It just keeps going. Yeah. Would you look at it? Would you look at it? Wow. Yeah. What is this? The holy moly. How deep can we dig? Indeed. Ooh, what's this way? I won't go. Alright, fine. Narrator, you've taken me on this ride thus far. Why not just see the infinity hole up close? Go check out the infinite hole. So if I jump down this, will I just fall forever? Is that the goal here?
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
Press Y to return to the surface.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
Why? Is there a bottom to this you don't want me to know about?
Okay, Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a...
Whoa!
Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by
is a Roman numeral 2.
What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely?
Just the
I
two of
figured
us.
the hole was as deep
We
as
can
anyone would
make it
actually
if we
need. Don't you
try,
put this
just
on
the
me.
two
Maybe
of
you're
us.
the problem.
Just the two of
Things got
us.
a little heated there. I
Building
think we both
castles
said
in
some
the
things we
sky.
didn't mean.
Just
Why
the
don't
two
we just
of
put
us.
all this behind us and agree to
You
just
and
call the
I.
whole mostly infinite?
Oh, yeah, just throwing cigarettes down here.
Then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just
Meeting
be up
at
here
2
when you're ready.
p.m. Okay.
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
Okay. Do I gotta go back out? Do I gotta go back out? What's over here? Can I go this way? No, you put a fence there. Okay, fine. 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 That was fun, though. That was fun. That was a thing that happened. What else haven't we seen yet? Let's go back to the map. To the map. To the map. To the map. To the... Get it. To the map. To the map. What is that a picture of? And why does it look like a... Or, no, it's a shadow of a... Oh, it's a picture of Stanley at his desk with the shadow of a woman. Why is there a shadow of a woman? Okay, well, what happened? Merch. Where's merch? Z? Where am I? I'm over... Lower level. Where? How do I navigate this place? What's over here? Oh, merch. There's the merch. Get the merch. Go check out the merch. The merch store. Welcome. I can't. What can I get the merch? I want the merch. All right, we'll go check out the Stanley Parable 2 Reassurance Bucket. All right. Let's get the Reassurance Bucket.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well,
somewhat.
I am happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
Okay.
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body.
Yeah, kinda.
Can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well?
Oh, that's cool.
I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
Thank you.
The benefits of the bucket seem to go on, don't they?
Yeah.
All
I
this
kind of like this
awaits
bucket.
you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Yeah. I'm feeling it. I like it. You know, I just I wanna be one with the bucket. You know, I like my bucket. My bucket is, it's a good bucket. It's a good bucket. You know, real question. Can I get out of here? Ooh, I can take the bucket with me. Let's take the bucket. I like my reassurance bucket. Let's go.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game?
No.
That really should be an award if it isn't already.
What's in here? The button that says the name, the jump circle. Yeah, we already did those. Consistent quality with just the right amount of change. New features, new content, new ideas. The new updated ray tracing, more of the same, but in a good way sequel to the red is the new orange. A whole new office. The baby is all bankruptcy. Please no screenshots. Yeah, screw you. Already took screenshots. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What? Where am I supposed to go? Should I go back up here? I gotta go. Maybe I go past the epilogue. Hello, epilogue. How's it going, epilogue? We'll go up here. I didn't go up there. Yes. What is upstairs? Come, bucket. Let us go. There is an exit down there too, but we need to go up this way. We need to figure out what's inside of Settings World Champion. Settings World Champion. Like these settings? What? Huh. Okay. Well, that is just it's a good thing I'm so reassured by having this bucket with me. I'm unbeatable. Yeah, so I'm gonna go toward the exit, I suppose. Yeah, go. We gotta go around this way. It's fine. It's like, thank you for the convention. It's been wonderful. I thank you for all the hospitality. This is the way out, right? Yes, it is. Okay, thank you so much. I'll be taking this bucket as a souvenir. I know I wasn't technically given permission. These Rorschach tests. What's going on?
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now?
That is creepy. I see a clown there. I do not like that. I do not like that one bit. What we got here? We got some Stanley-ness going on. Ooh. Please no screenshots. Okay. Look at that. This is some marketing right here. That's closed off. Okay, we gotta go inside the giant spectating room.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
Okay.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yep.
Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Whoa. It's beautiful.
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement.
Okay.
Yes, this is much better. I feel good about this.
Okay.
Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley?
I don't know.
This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything.
Okay.
I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it.
Yes! Now you got it!
With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, this is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up. All right,
I believe in you. You can do it.
Take a look.
Oh, look at... Whoa, that's creepy. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, I don't like this at all. No.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
What?
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
There's balloons.
Employee number 427's job was simple.
Yeah.
He sat at his desk in room 427
Push buttons. Yeah.
and he pushed buttons on the keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order.
Yep.
This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
Yes.
And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley
established
relished
this.
every moment that the orders came in.
Yep.
As though he had been made exactly for this job.
Yeah, what are we getting at here now?
Was happy.
I'm not happy.
And then one day, something
I'm
very
Jim.
peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
Yeah.
No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say,
You
"Hi."
know...
Never in all his years at the company had
Beginning
this
to
happen.
think there's a
This
little bit of
complete
recycled
isolation.
content here.
Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What could
Stanley
it mean?
decided to go to the meeting room.
You can't just
Perhaps
put
he had
balloons
simply missed a
in my
memo.
office and make
Stanley
me think
felt
that...
the bucket calling to him, begging him to pick it up. Why was he not doing it?
Where's the bucket? Where's the bucket? Is there...
Stanley picked up the bucket.
Feel better already. Let's go, Bucky.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Entered the door on his left. Entered the door on his left. Carrying his bucket into the
Still no
conference
one was
room.
here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
Yeah.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Yes, to the boss's office, to the boss's office, to the boss's office.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him?
The bucket is guiding me.
This is certainly the most logical explanation.
The bucket. Let's go, Bucky. Let's go, Bucky.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket.
Yes.
Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
I believe you. Thanks, Bucket. I feel so much better.
Stanley and the
with
bucket
safety
walked
bucket.
straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
You know, I feel calm and collective with my bucket. Do.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Got my bucket. I got my bucket, and there's nothing to worry about with my bucket.
The monitors jumped
With
to
my
life, and Stanley
bucket.
nearly dropped the bucket in shock.
No,
Everyone
no, I
in the
didn't.
office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs.
I didn't almost drop
had
that
never
bucket.
seen anything like this,
Well,
and it very nearly burst
me and
into
the bucket.
tears as Stanley
Won.
cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Yeah.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do?
Yeah.
What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place?
That's a good question.
These questions raced furiously in Stanley's fevered
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah.
No! He screamed into the bucket.
No!
He couldn't accept it.
No.
His own life in someone else's control. Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world.
Yes,
At
bucket.
this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
No one but the bucket.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way. The bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Yeah. Taking down the system, one bucket at a time.
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over?
I think so, Bucket. I think so.
Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth.
What?
Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end.
What?
True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd live together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support, and to...
What?
What? Wait. What was happening? Why had the door stopped?
Yes,
Was Stanley
why?
and the bucket not about to be freed?
What?
An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty.
Let us out!
Until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave. Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket.
No!
Thence not to part with the bucket.
Is it?
No. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms.
How
Not while this building
dare
has anything
you.
to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself.
What?
As long as I have my bucket with me,
That's
right?
true.
I'll
I'm
be okay,
I'm
won't
pretty
I?
content with my bucket.
Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
We have a new objective. We must save the bucket!
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. Stanley
You're
lifted
coming
the
with me,
bucket
bucket.
into his
We're getting
arms,
out of here.
and a wave
Nobody
of
can be
comfort
trusted anymore.
rushed over him.
Nobody can be trusted.
Stanley
can-
clutched the bucket
think you can
tightly
do
to
this
his
to me?
chest and entered the door on his left.
Actually, we are gonna go this way. We are gonna go this way. You know why, bucket? You know why? Because right here. Wait, no, not in here. In the next
Still
one.
no
The
one
next
was
door.
here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more
No,
than
I
ever.
don't.
Perhaps his boss's office was
I'm
where
saving
he
the
found
bucket.
Hans
We're
coming
going
to a
down.
staircase.
We're going down,
Stanley
bucket.
and the bucket walked upstairs to the
Nope.
boss's office.
Nope. 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 A collectible!
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember,
Hooray!
no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done.
I feel better
You
about
can't buy
myself.
that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
I am. Thanks. Oh, that was so great.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then, something occurred to Stanley.
It did?
Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. He
At
looked
this
down
point,
at
I'm
the
beginning
bucket
to
in
think
his
it.
arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket. The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all.
Come on, Bucky.
That's
Just say
strange,
something.
Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these.
Yes, usually.
He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort. And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket. Someone else's bucket, perhaps. How did I end up with someone else's bucket? This is all
doing a loop.
terribly wrong. Surely no good would come from this. Who knows what sorts of bizarre
bucket?
hallucinations Stanley might experience without
what
the
happened to my bucket?
psychologically grounding presence of his bucket.
Why am I going through a loop?
Indeed. Now he noticed that the rooms were repeating.
Yeah,
It was, of
they were
course, very
repeating.
odd. And now he felt himself floating off the ground.
No.
He exclaimed, without my
No.
bucket, I've gone truly mad.
No.
Where is it? I must
No.
find it. Far off in the distance now, he heard it, calling to him.
Stanley,
Bucket.
it's me.
Bucket!
The bucket.
Yes!
Could it truly
Oh, there's buckets!
He rushed forward from room to room, passing by one bucket after the next. None of them were
The
his.
buckets are
None
everywhere.
of them were his special bucket.
The buckets are everywhere!
Stanley, find me.
I know!
He had to find the bucket. He had to return to his old friend. It was the only way to truly restore his sanity. And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him all along. It was incredibly painful. Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out. This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
I'm sorry, what? Was it?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other.
But,
She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
what?
Right away, she knew what the problem was. This man had no bucket.
Oh,
Of course
tragedy.
he'd gone mad. ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game.
I feel
it
attacked.
could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him.
I tried.
Perhaps he didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place. How cruel the world can be, Mariella thought, and she hugged her own bucket even tighter.
What?
But of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work.
Okay.
For which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything.
Oh, good for
Heck
her.
yes, she thought to herself. My life kicks ass.
Lucky
And she
son of a
backed
biscuit.
it all the way to work.
Get. Please tell me I get my bucket back. I'm actually kind of
All
sad.
of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I'm kind of sad.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply... The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket.
Got the bucket. It's okay.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
No.
This was
No.
not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Yeah.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room?
Yeah.
Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
That's why I love you, Bucket. It's why I love you. It's why you're the best
No,
of friends.
never mind. The bucket was wrong.
What? No.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
You know what, Bucket? We could just try to run away together.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else.
Yes.
The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Okay. Wait a second. Are you just trying to mock Bucket? Are you trying to make Buckets sound like it's telling me what to do? You know what happens when that happens?
But Stanley feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket, his dearest friend.
Yeah, what are you gonna
So
do
he
now?
threw himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms.
True
How
love.
deeply touching.
True love. Romeo and Juliet of Buckets.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
Figurine
simply
Finders
missed a
Committee.
memo.
Alright, let's do this again, Bucket.
Spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms again, he was home.
Yes.
Stanley
go to
clutched
the
bucket
left.
tightly
No,
to
I'm
his
not
chest.
going to
This
the
was
left.
not the correct way to the meeting room. But
Let's
Stanley
go,
had felt
Bucket.
the bucket
Let's-
calling to him,
let's just
telling
go.
him that the employee lounge was simply
Was the
place
place to be.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct?
Goodbye.
Well, no, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Bucket is never wrong.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
I'm going this way.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yeah. Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him.
What-
It should
what
have
if I
alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and
What?
he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Well, but that means I'm doing what you're telling me to do again. That means I'm doing what you're telling me to do
In
again.
here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley
Dark room.
once again obeyed blindly.
It's not a dark room. Oh, that's a dark room. Yeah, this one. Okay, Bucket, let's go in this dark room.
Now pick up the phone.
Said the bucket. This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket. Once
Oh,
upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend.
well, yeah.
And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
What? Just a little bit. Oh, I can walk. Hey, what'd you do with my bucket? Where's... Bucket! Hello, Stanley. It's me, your Bucket. Press Y to take me to work with you.
The Stanley Parable reassurance bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship.
Wait, what?
It doesn't literally talk and give you orders. Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
What? Press to take me back home with you. But what if I don't want to do that? What if we... Okay.
Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well? To
A
see him
little bit.
delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object?
Where's my bucket?
I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me.
I'm trying to find my bucket. I'm trying to... Where's it? Ah! There you are! Bucket! Oh, thank goodness. Oh, yeah, take you back to work with me.
Oh, I'll try anyway. Stanley, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can
Listen
hear
to
you.
me.
I can
it's
hear you.
just a bucket. It
No,
can't
it's not
think.
just a bucket.
It can't talk.
It's not just a
All it would
bucket.
ever truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location. That's it.
But
It
but
doesn't
it's-
do anything else.
Says you! Don't listen to the loud man. Press... Yeah, go back home.
You see, he's not listening. He's still taking orders from the bucket. You know, once upon a time, it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted and listened to. Now all
Yes.
he cares about is his awful bucket.
Hey,
This
don't call my
stupid
bucket
hunk
awful.
of metal.
Hey, you take that back. Ignore anyone in your life except for me. Yes, Bucket, I hear you.
It's sad, but I suppose he doesn't need me anymore. From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold, empty bucket, this
Yes.
sort of shiny bucket. Well, I'll
It
give
treats
this.
me better
The
than
bucket
you
does
do.
have a nice shine to it.
You believe I'm real, don't you, Stanley? Press B to go back home. Yes, my bucket is real.
Yes, I suppose on
bucket is
closer
real.
inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket.
No.
It's just a little more, what am I trying to say? Sturdier, more
Yes.
capable of transporting liquid.
Yeah.
Like it would be better
Now
at
you're
moving an
getting it.
amount of water from one room to another.
You're getting it now. Press to relive this day with me, over and over. Of course, Bucket.
Oh my God, what am I saying? Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket.
It's not just
Why
a
do I feel
bucket.
some need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket?
It is more than a regular bucket. Press A to go back. To work, to home, to work, to home. Yes. Yes, Bucket.
Oh no. I'm
Romantic.
having feelings for the bucket. No. What's going on? Why do I want to be with the bucket? Hear
Oh,
what the bucket has to
bucket.
say. Do anything it asks. What's wrong with me? I don't understand. Perhaps if I had the
Is
bucket,
this-
would be
is this
less
what I think it is,
confusing.
Bucket?
Yes. The bucket could tell me what to do in this troublesome situation. Stanley, give me the bucket.
No.
Give it to me. Give me the
No.
bucket, Stanley.
No.
I need it.
No.
Give it to me now. Give it or I'll...
He's trying to separate us, Bucket. He's trying to separate us. Go back to work, Stanley. How do I go back to work? How do I... Where is it? Where is it?
All of his co-workers were gone.
Where?
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting
You're
room.
still here.
Stanley
You're still-
picked up the bucket and smiled.
Still here.
He'd never be alone again, not truly alone. Not with the
You're still here.
bucket
I'm glad you're still here.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and
Okay, it's
entered
fine,
the
it's
door
fine.
on his left. This was not the correct
He's
way
gonna
to the
try and
meeting
separate
room.
us again,
But
Bucket.
Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling
He's going
him that the employee lounge
try
was simply
and
the
separate
place
us
to
again.
be. And here it was. Had the bucket
He's
turned out to be correct? Was this
going
better
to
than the
try and
meeting?
separate us.
Never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Going to try, but he's
Stanley
not gonna
took the door on his
succeed.
left to
He's
go
not
back to
gonna
the meeting
succeed.
room.
He's not. We're not gonna let him, Bucket. We're not gonna let him.
No.
Said the bucket.
We're not
Don't
going
go
to
to
let
the
him.
meeting room.
Shh,
Go
don't,
somewhere
Bucket,
else.
don't listen to him. I know
The
he's mocking
cargo
you,
lift,
Bucket.
yes.
I know he's mocking
Good.
you.
Said the bucket.
Just
Now ride the lift all the
What?
way to the top. There's
There's a
something up there I
collectible.
need
Hold on,
you
there's
to
a
do.
collectible.
But Stanley feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket, his dearest friend.
It's okay,
So he
Bucket.
threw
I'll be
himself
back
to
with
his
you
death,
very
that
shortly.
they might die in one another's arms. How deeply touching.
It's okay. Gotta get... Okay.
The good old bucket.
Yeah.
Just Stanley and the bucket. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Shh, don't listen
But
to him.
Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him,
don't
telling
listen
him,
to him.
that the employee lounge was
It's fine.
simply
We gotta
the
get the
place to
collectible
be.
bucket. That's what
And
we're
here
after,
it
Bucket.
was. Had the bucket
We
turned
must.
out
We
to be
gotta get it
correct?
now.
No, never
We gotta
mind.
get it now.
The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door
Gotta
on his
get-
left to go back to the meeting room.
Shh. No. We don't need to go. in.
No.
He's gonna
Said
mock
the
you.
Bucket.
Just don't listen
Don't
to
go
him.
to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The
Ah,
cargo
no!
lift,
Ooh.
yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
No. No.
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini stands?
Mini stands, I
Stanley
like
figs.
that. Nice.
Or
Stanley figs.
What about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that.
Stanlerines.
Another Stanlerine under your belt.
Stanlerines. Yeah. How do I get out of here now? Ooh, a vent. Whoop. Going in the vent. What? Where does this go? This is new, Mr. Bucket. This is new. Yeah. We're on to something now. What are these? Cassette tapes? What? Ooh? What?
Okay, this is day number 295. Tape number... I don't even know. I've lost track.
What?
Nothing feels real anymore. The longer I study this bucket, the less sense anything makes.
The narrator.
The
Sound
sheer
system.
euphoria I feel every time I
Evidence
pick it up.
252.
No matter how many times I've done it, it's always the same feeling. And the emptiness in my chest when I set it down,
Yeah.
it doesn't make sense.
Because what is life without a
There's
bucket?
no explanation for it. I
Yeah.
still haven't figured out why I see the world so differently when this bucket is in my arms.
Okay.
Why everything feels so... What do I do with this treasure? I can monetize it.
Yes.
Yes. It's unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour with the bucket. This is my golden
The
ticket.
secret to Stanley
But I
Parable
have to
2.
be careful, because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back. Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get me. What's that? Who's there? Camporata.
What in the what? Guys? What? What? Is the bucket making me go crazy?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What? Well, that's not normal.
Where are we going today? The bucket asked. Stanley just smiled. Anywhere they went together would be perfectly fine with him.
Yeah, that's gonna be okay. This is gonna be fine, Bucket. It's gonna be...
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Okay, I just...
This was not the correct way to the meeting room. Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Right.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Bucket, we're going to the back rooms.
Stanley took the
We're going to the back rooms, Bucket.
To go back to the
We're
meeting
going...
room.
No.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The
going
cargo
to
lift,
the
yes.
back
Go
rooms.
there. Go to the cargo lift. Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't
It's gonna
talk.
be okay.
But Stanley
It's gonna be
chose
okay. I'm
not
just
to
gonna
think
jump
about
off
this
the thing.
obvious
I'm
fact.
gonna jump off
He was
the
firmly convinced that the
thing.
bucket
We're
had
gonna
spoken
jump
to
off
him,
the
and he
thing.
unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Not today. Not today, narrator. Not today. Not today. I'm
No,
taking...
stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, no buckets past this point. Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here?
What?
Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket?
What? No, I know what a bucket
is.
is.
About your behavior up to this
No,
point. Which,
no.
if that's true, well,
No.
my goodness. I think we have to do something about it.
No.
This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly.
I know what a
So
bucket
much
is.
of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket.
What is in my hand is a bucket.
Step in here for a moment.
You want me to go down the creepy black hallway? You want me just... What? Just... Oh, what is this? Is this a
Now
bucket?
then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and
Am I on a
you'll
game
tell
show?
me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket.
Okay, so let's
Simple
do
enough,
it.
Right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about
I'm
what
ready.
is or is not a bucket.
I'm
Okay,
ready.
Let's begin.
Show me the bucket.
Item 1. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Incorrect. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
What? How was I? But that's a little misleading. That's a little deceiving, don't
Item
you think?
2. Is this a bucket?
Can I go and inspect the bucket? Okay, you're not letting me leave. Can I? It looks very buckety to me. On a scale from 1 to bucket, I'm gonna say it's a bucket.
Incorrect.
Oh.
It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Wait, that would still function as a bucket, though. That's not fair. You can have a 3D printed bucket. But this seems unfair.
Is this a bucket?
But I don't like this game that you're playing with me. It looks like a bucket, but if I say it's a bucket, you're probably gonna say it's some other form or variation of said stylistically artistic object looking like a bucket that doesn't actually, to your definitional standards, be a bucket, but it looks like a bucket to me.
Correct. This is a bucket.
Got it. Haha, see, you were trying to deceive me on that one, I know it. Okay. That's a
Item
tractor.
4. Is this a bucket?
That's a tractor. It looks like a tractor from Farming Simulator. That is not a bucket.
Correct.
Ah!
This is a tractor and not a bucket.
Boom.
To be honest, I just sort of put this one in here as a gimme, but I was starting to get concerned that even this might be too much for you.
No,
Thank
I got
you
it,
for
I
not
got it,
making
I
me
got
look
it.
like an idiot.
Well, that's
next
okay.
one.
I got you back. I got you back. You're good. You're good. You're good. Don't worry. we weren't gonna be that far off. You know what I mean?
Is this a bucket?
That's the same tractor again. It's not a bucket.
Incorrect. This is a bucket.
What? What? No, that's not a bucket. That's not a bucket. That was not a bucket.
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
This is a bucket, dang it.
Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
What? I was... But... I did...
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere.
Okay. You take your time. It's fine. Just take your time. You know, I'm doing okay. Is this a bucket? No, it's not a bucket.
Yes. Thank you. There's nothing here.
Yeah,
Of course it isn't a bucket.
Right,
We both
right.
know full well that nothing isn't a bucket. But
Correct.
when I say nothing isn't a bucket, that makes it sound like I'm saying everything is a bucket, which of course is not true. Unless... Is that what you think? Answer me straight, Stanley. Are you trying to tell me that you believe everything is a bucket?
No. Everything is not a bucket.
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out.
Me
I've
too.
lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago, I could answer these questions with confidence.
Oh, you thought I was crazy.
Yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket?
You could be. I don't know.
Stanley,
I've never
I can't
seen
keep
you.
doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm
Try
afraid
sitting
the
in my
bucket is
shoes.
threatening to tear our relationship apart.
No.
I can't have that. I'm sorry.
No, it's not. That's
I'm
not.
going
That's
to
not what's
erase
happening.
all buckets from the game entirely. Okay,
You
here we go.
wouldn't. You would. No.
What
If you-
happened? Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear? Wait,
Because everything was a bucket.
Everything a bucket?
Aha!
Every single thing in the game was a bucket.
Yes.
Oh my God, I had no idea. Except me. I'm not a bucket after all.
Well, there
And
you go. You at least got that answer.
You're still here. You're not a bucket either.
Well, I knew
Oh,
that.
this
I
is
wasn't.
Wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's
Do ya?
delightful to get some clarity on that issue.
Well,
but it
that's
doesn't
good.
change the fact that we haven't got a game.
Yeah,
So,
it's
tell you
problematic.
what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay?
Put 'em
And
all back.
We'll know that it's all a bucket. But
All
if
the
you run into
buckets.
anyone else, maybe don't mention that.
It's all
Who knows
buckets.
what that information might do to a person.
Buckets
All right,
everywhere.
Here we go.
It's all buckets. You put all the buckets back. Show me the buckets. Look at all them buckets. There's a bucket, there's a bucket there, 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 there's a bucket, there's a bucket, there's a bucket, there's a
All
bucket,
these
they're all
co-workers
buckets.
were gone.
There's
What
all
could
the
it mean?
buckets, there's all the
Stanley
buckets.
decided to go to the
And
meeting
look at this
room.
right here.
Perhaps he had set a
That's a
true bucket. A strong
bucket.
bucket, a humble bucket, a committed bucket, a bucket of culture and distinction.
Indeed. Indubitably, it is a bucket of culture. All right, bucket. You know what?
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Why not? It's all buckets, isn't it? It's all buckets. Everything's a bucket. That's a bucket. Look at this beautiful bucket of a bucket on this, mounted on this bucket, down this beautiful bucket. Go into the bucket room here. How do we find them? Wait a second. Bottom text. Maybe we are the collect. Shut the frick up. To whom it may concern, I managed to pick up sounds unusual to the regular office appliances or local objects or array of. Does this trust the completionist? Trust the completionist instinct. We must. There will be a reward for finding them all. Really? Mission status. Inside. Somewhere both red and blue. Nearby a fireplace, a private but smelly place for an important person. There's one in the bathroom. Is this some kind of game? There must be a point to this. Somewhere both red and blue. I know where the red and blue is. Sort of, I think, maybe.
Coming
Okay.
to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked
We know where the
upstairs to
collectibles are
boss's
now.
office.
We gotta go to the bathroom. We gotta go to the bathroom. There's one in the bathroom. Oh!
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think,
We're gonna
Stan?
do whatever you're
What name
floating at
better
the time.
encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
How reassuring to know. Well, there's also one by a fireplace.
Stepping
Is
into
that
his
true?
manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Yes,
Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire, if not for the soothing presence of the bucket.
My
Even
bucket.
now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and
Into
chaos.
the bucketness.
It would be with him.
Well, look at all these
always.
buckets.
The bucket would. And he knew it. The two of them were inseparable.
Indubitably.
At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk.
Oh, I know it's there.
Nor
I
in
know
his
it's there.
bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845.
2845. 2845.
But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
Indeed.
Was it the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him?
The bucket was
Yes.
guiding?
This is certainly the most logical explanation.
Okay, but didn't it say there was a fireplace? It would be the location of a collectible. Collectible! Woo!
You're getting close now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all of the Figler and Marines. Very soon, you'll collect the last one, and then the first number
Figure
will
and
equal the second number,
Marines.
and that will be it. We'll be different people by then.
Probably.
Different in the sense that we used to have none of them. And
Ah,
now
I see what
we
you did
have them.
there. That was good.
You can't go back to when you had no Figler and Marines. None of us can.
What's back there? Is anything back here yet? Nope, still just a awkward little location of stuff with the things. Okay, well. Away we go, away we go, away we go. Okay, Bucket. We're gonna go down the escape tunnel. That's where the last figurine is gonna be. Come on, Bucket. Come on, here we go.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
We, in fact, did not do that. We went this way. Instead,
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
bring it on. I've got my trusty bucket,
The door behind
and
them
I'm
was
surrounded
not
by
shut.
buckets.
Stanley
It's
and the bucket
all
still had
buckets.
every opportunity
We've
to
already
turn
established
around
the
and get
power
back
of
on
the
track.
infinite buckets.
At this point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death for each of them.
It will not be a painful death. I shall overcome it. I have the power of thine bucket, and thine bucket shall protecteth me. Yes. Is this just a welcome back to the infinite hole that you once spoke about? Yes. Come. Come, bucket. Let us see if we are
As
the
machine
chosen
whirred
ones.
into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had
No.
turned out to be.
No.
To be sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket. But what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death? This is what Stanley thought to himself, and he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere.
Oh, it's
Farewell,
fine.
Stanley.
It's fine. Yep.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator.
I've
as
got a
Stanley
bucket.
and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end as it was crushed violently to death.
No. No.
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above the rest.
It is the best
It was
of
a
buckets.
glorious bucket to behold.
The bucket gets its own thing. The bucket welcomes you to the grand exhibit. You are standing at the precipice of knowledge. Much like a bucket itself, the human mind is frequently empty within, a cavernous void. But through use of the exhibit in front of you, the mind becomes full and enriched, substantiated. Knowledge of the bucket and its history is the only true knowledge we really have. Will you take what you learn here out with you into the world? Will you accept with an open mind what may be challenging about the information in this exhibit? Will you change the lives of yourself and your loved ones as a result of this exhibit? Or will you turn a blind eye and continue to live as you were in ignorance and darkness? Truer words have never been Where's my bucket? Wait a second. Where'd my bucket go?
Can you see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own?
Excuse me?
Can you see the hubris that blinded him?
Excuse
Can you see
me?
that the bucket is far more noble than Stanley will ever be in his short life?
How dare you? What? The bucket with two handles. Whoa, that is something else right there. But how do I? Ooh, that's an old bucket. Inferno bucket. The replica of the Inferno bucket, which is the medieval era, was so powerfully alluring that it drove dozens of nations to war with one another for control of it. Billions died, and yet, in spite of it all, the simple fact remains, no one can control a bucket. I controlled the bucket. I had the power, but you took it from me. You took my bucket. The stress bucket, present without commentary. The stress bucket analogy. Worry, negative forecasting, negative thinking, lack of reassurance, vulnerability, size and strength of the bucket. Coping strategies equal holes. Rest and relaxation. Doing something you enjoy, rest and relaxation. Stress, the level of water in the bucket. What a fantastic metaphor that is. Are you going to give me my bucket back? Ooh, the ancient bucket, the power of the bucket in the cavemen times. I was not expecting the sound effects. Well, cave drawing. Well, we know that the buckets predate the existence of mankind. We do not know by how long. This cave drawing depicts early man's discovery of the practical uses of the bucket, by which time the bucket had already likely been around for several millennia. Notice in these drawings how the bucket is allowing itself to be used, having judged humanity to be worthy of its treasures. Indeed.
No man can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one. It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
Perhaps we could be equals with the bucket. Perhaps we, the hanging bucket, this piece symbolizes the necessary relationship between bucket and humanity. However clear and grasp of the bucket may be, there is yet more that is always out of reach. This distance, inevitably, is for our own good. What if I go in the infinite hole? I was not anticipating that. What happened to my bucket?
There is something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong.
Okay.
Let Stanley die. Let him be crushed by the machine. Don't reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket. We can save the world's buckets from their treatment as tools and implements if only we let Stanley die together.
I will stand and die with dignity with my bucket in hand.
A new vision.
Me and my bucket shall enter the afterlife in spite of you. Yeah. The end is not never. The end is somewhere. The end is.
All his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had. The embrace of an old friend. A weathered companionship that stands the test of time.
Hey, bucket, it's fine.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Do I, though? Do I enter the door to my left? Do I enter any doors? Do I need doors? Are doors even real anymore? Fine. 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 I got one more of you. Somewhere both red and blue. Somewhere both red and blue.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, to the boss's office, indeed. You're just gonna take my bucket in here. What happens if I go inside the elevator to nothingness? The elevator to nothingness, yes. Yes, oh, yes, oh. Oh, yes. Just dancing in an elevator with my bucket. Okay, so you still don't go anywhere. That's cool. That's fun. That's exciting stuff. That's exciting stuff.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him?
Yes.
This is certainly the most logical explanation.
Das bucket was guiding me. The bucket was guiding me. The bucket was guiding me.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Alright, Bucket, we're not taking no for an answer this time around.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves. The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock.
427,
Everyone
there
in
you
the office was
are.
being videotaped.
In Stanley's
monitored like
little
guinea pigs.
office.
The bucket had never
Just
seen anything
thinking
like this,
about
and it
the
very nearly burst
things
into tears
that
as
Stanley does.
credited
Wait,
Jim,
I forgot. My name's
reassuring
Jim.
him
I'm not
that
Stanley.
everything would be fine.
I'm Jim. I'm Jim in his bucket. Perhaps I've been wrong the whole time. Maybe that's why you can't
Was
get
the
me to leave
bucket
the
under the
bucket.
mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do?
No.
What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind. No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it.
accept it.
His own life in someone else's control, never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
All right, Bucket. Let's do this together. Let's do this
But
together.
here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions.
Don't believe it, Bucket.
Happy, or sad, or content.
Don't
Walking,
believe what he says,
eating,
Bucket.
working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very
Don't
place.
believe what he says.
And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this
Don't worry,
machinery
Bucket, I
would
have
never
you.
again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls.
Yes.
Stanley gasped in horror.
I did
Had
not.
this been
I'm on the side of the
bucket's
bucket.
plan all along? To take over the machine and claim the power for itself?
No, you would never
How
do
could the
that.
bucket have betrayed him like this?
No,
Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust when
but I-
suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen. Birds. Silly birds.
Yeah, so
The control
yeah.
buttons became active again.
Oh, yeah, look at that. What's it? Yeah, silly birds, huh? So, flying bird, flying bird, fly. That's a swallow. That looks more seagull-y. Oh, those are. There's a.
Stanley flipped through one video of silly birds after another, and then it dawned on him. This wasn't a mind control facility at all.
What?
It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds all over the world.
Oh,
The
yeah,
mind
yeah.
controls were only a facade to disguise its true intentions. Had the bucket
Wow.
been so long? Stanley marveled at the metal genius in his hands, the one who had pointed him towards this incredible discovery.
Wow, Bucket.
Stanley and the Bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place.
What?
Living through live streams of the silliest birds imaginable.
Oh,
Of
flamingos.
all the possible paths his life could have taken, this one was surely the best.
I mean, it's pretty calm. You just get to look at birds, hang out with my Bucket. I could be happy. What? What? What?
All
What?
his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps
What's
he
it?
had simply missed a memo.
What's that?
The Bucket made Stanley want to be a better man and a better co-worker.
Yeah.
In time, perhaps, he would become both of those things.
Yeah? What's going on here? What's it? Where is it? What?
Stanley clutched the Bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
What? No.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but
Nope.
Stanley had felt the Bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the Bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better? No, never mind. The Bucket was wrong.
Bucket's never wrong. Shush.
Stanley took the door on his left to
Sure.
go back, and so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
What does this do? Bye.
Oh, good, Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place.
Oh no! Not the baby again. Although there's a place for the
You see,
fireplace.
your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley.
Uh-oh.
We've come together here because we care about you very much. It's this Bucket you're
You brought my
carrying around
wife and
everywhere.
child in here
The
too.
Bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet.
Why is
Because
it-
that's
just-
what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this Bucket that they've never seen before. Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the Bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line? We could
No.
make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to look there. That was inappropriate on my end. I love you guys. I really do. The Bucket is, it's been through some things, and
Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
whoa there. Okay, I'm into it now.
Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all about. Don't
Was
you
it?
remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue?
Also,
I don't-
Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
What?
Yes, it's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
I'm not giving up the Bucket if that's what you're trying to get me to do. I'm not doing it. You can't make me give up the Bucket. Well, this is a little too ominous.
Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the Bucket.
No.
That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer.
You wouldn't.
I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable.
No.
Truly, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree? Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you. Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket.
No!
And then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
No! No! No!
Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality trait. Sure, I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. What other object in this game can you even say that about? The broom closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this. Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give the fans what they want. Hurry and... The Bucket Destroyer, my prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend. For the moment in time that you were here, you were magnificent.
And you have been slain by me and my bucket. All right, what now, Mr. Narrator?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others. Bucket. So the thought of total solitude was terrifying.
He's trying to kill you. Just stay there. I'm gonna go on ahead, okay? It's gonna be all right.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yes.
It was okay.
The employee lounge.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
He did not. Stanley did not. I mean, Jim, I'm Jim. Jim did not.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
It was almost a little awkward there, buddy.
Oh, no.
What?
No, it's to the right. My mistake.
Oh, okay. Well, just...
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking?
What?
It's clearly... Oh, dear. Would you hold on for a minute, please?
Okay. Just let me know when you're ready. I'll just...
Let's see. We went
down,
right,
fine.
left, down, left, right.
Wait.
Yep. Okay. Yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Oh. With the truck lights. Oh, going down this way. Okay. Oh, that's okay. What? Oh.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes.
I've been here.
Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
What the,
And this
but,
time,
oh, the,
suppose we don't wander so far off track, hmm? Okay, from the top.
but I just, what?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
You took my bucket. You.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story.
I can carry on.
Here just a minute ago.
Yeah.
I know for sure that it's here somewhere.
You better figure it out.
It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Okay, I'll go this way. Huh, okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. What? Wait a second. You just loop me around? You're looping me? Are you giving me the loops? Are you doing the loop-de-loops?
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before.
Well, that's on you.
Do we need to restart the game again?
I
find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not? All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
You got rid of my
Perhaps
bucket.
He had simply missed a memo.
Where's my bucket? Where's it?
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from.
Okay, let's go back where we came from.
The other direction and see if we missed anything.
Well, I'm just okay. Let's go back. It's fine. It was it.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something.
What? What did we miss?
The story. Here it comes.
What?
No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way.
Well, make
and
up your
retrace our
mind, will
steps.
you? What exact? What? Well, that's not. That can't be right either. Come on. Well, this looks really bad.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all.
Neither do
Is
I.
this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
That's what I remember. Yeah,
Do you remember, Stanley?
I do. Yeah. It was in an office.
Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations!
All right!
A lot of hard
Woo!
work, and it really paid off. So, good
Go
job.
me! Go me!
No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and
I'll
square,
still take it.
and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what
Yeah, it's
might
kind of
happen
got
this
some
time,
weird,
I
creepy
have
cabin in
to
the woods vibes,
restart.
don't it?
All right, I've
The
got
Stanley
a solution.
Parable
This
2
time, to make
Adventure
sure we don't get
Line.
lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Woo! Woo!
You see, the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act
Potentially.
of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via
Yeah.
the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me.
You go for
Now,
it,
we
dude.
can both
Ooh, what's
agree
this way?
that the nature of existence is in
What's
fact
over here?
a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay.
You
Now,
railroaded
if my
me.
experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective
Okay,
experience of this office. Is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Yeah, okay. Indeed. This is so much adventuring. So much adventure. Look at all the adventure. Woo! Whoa! What? What just happened? What is... Am I going the right way?
Wait, cut the music. Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make
Okay.
sure you study it closely
Okay.
and remember it carefully. You
Okay.
won't want to miss anything.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, I got it. I think I got it. It's pretty much in there. Pretty much in there. We got...
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell? Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you.
Yeah,
after
no kidding,
everything we've
right?
been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart. You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't
yeah.
we make up our own story?
I agree.
Something exciting, daring, mysterious.
I'm listening.
This all sounds perfectly doable. Why
Yep.
don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Okay, let's do it. Yeah, we haven't gone this way before. That sounds like a great idea. I mean, what do we got to lose at this point except more of our
Yes,
sanity?
This is exciting.
It
Just
is.
me and Stanley forging a new path, a new
Yes.
story. Well, it could be anything.
Yes.
What do you want our story to be?
I
Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
That was very confusing. What do I want the adventure? I mean, there's a part of me that kind of wants the bucket back.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley,
back.
I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story.
I know,
No
right?
lines
This guy's
or
just
monitor
ruining
rooms.
everything.
Just don't acknowledge it. We should be fine.
Okay, I'm not gonna look at it. I'm not acknowledging. Don't look at the line. He doesn't know what he's doing. See, he's gone. What line? I never saw a line.
A choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How
Indeed.
important we mustn't squander the opportunity.
Yep.
In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here.
Well,
walk
just
in
don't take too-
circles for a minute.
Okay.
Okay. So I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Okay, there we go. The confusion.
What's this? What? A confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? What if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing.
The narrator's gone. After a long time, Stanley dies.
Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
I'm with you. I'm on your side.
And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? Whatever it is that made this schedule?
Yeah?
How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait, you know. Yeah. I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually.
Well,
in the meantime, if you...
Whoa! What was that? The end is never. The end is nigh. The end not beeth.
A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started, and if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
Bucket, I think I need to let you go. I think I need to go out in the world on my own. I think, look, it's not you, it's me, okay? I don't know how else to put this. I know we've spent so much time together. There was so many days back at the apartment and back to work and back to the apartment and back to work, and you surprised me that one time with that beautiful outlay of candles, and when we first met at that convention, we tried to escape together, but they didn't let us out, you know. And the building, it's the place, it's where we are, it's the existence. I'll never forget you. I'll never forget you.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yeah. I'm gonna enter the door on the left. Probably for the last time. It's there will be a reward for finding them all, huh? And we're both red and blue.
Coming to a staircase,
Can't
Stanley
go back
walked upstairs
to the red and the
his
blue,
boss's
though.
office.
We gotta learn to move on past the bucket.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean, he wondered. Desperate for answers, he began turning the room. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
Look,
that kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
What? What?
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Listen, narrator, we've been through a lot, okay? You and I, we've had some disagreements, we've had moments. We've had all kinds of arguments. There was that time, you know, you introduced me to your friend,
through the large door
the bucket,
that read mind
and
control facility.
there was another time where you tried to murder my bucket, for example, but
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
I'm learning to
What
move past it
horrible
all.
secret did this
Okay?
place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
We've been here before. So many times before.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
And I just wanted
Each
to live
bore the
my
number
life
of an
freely with my
employee in the building,
bucket.
Stanley's co-workers.
But you took
The
that away
lives
from
of
me.
So many individuals reduced to images on a screen.
You took it away from me!
Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant
You wouldn't
nothing.
let me just have it. You wouldn't let me just be loved and give love.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't
Instead,
be
you
true.
had to
Had Stanley
tear me
really been under
down
someone's control all
emotionally,
this time?
psychologically.
Was this the only reason he was happy
My
with his
sanity's
boring job?
strewn
That his
across the
emotions
floor.
had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
I'm leaving.
No. He
I'm done with
refused
this
to believe
place.
it. He couldn't accept it. His own
The
life
end
in
is
someone
never.
else's control? Never. It was unthinkable.
The end is
Wasn't it?
never.
Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
I have been blind to the
Here
world.
was the proof. The heart of the operation.
And I accept
Controls
it.
labeled with emotions. Happy
I accept
or sad or
that there is an
content.
achievement
Walking,
for
eating,
not playing
working,
the game
all
for
of it
5
monitored
years.
and commanded from this very place.
Because
And as
the end
cold
is
reality of his
never
past
if you just
began to
keep
sink
playing
in,
the cycle.
Stanley decided that this machinery.
The cycle must end. I must end it. I must be ended. Whether I be Stanley or Jim or whoever I am,
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
yes, it was over.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command.
I am in
Freedom
control.
was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
No,
Where had his co-workers gone?
it's not
How
important
had he
anymore.
been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness.
Yeah.
Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go.
And I
No longer
it
would
now.
anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Goodbye, Bucket. Goodbye.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
And now it's time to just go touch grass.